Spectruminal! Trinity! Spectruminal! Trinity! Spectruminal! Trinity! Spectruminal! Trinity!
Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of season 2 of ranking every episode of the Spectruminal Trinity podcast. I know, it's a mouthful. Believe me, I checked. Yeah. This is my final pre-recorded episode, which will be shot out in any manner of days now. It is currently Monday, August 25th, and it is about 3:30, and if you've seen any other episodes of Season 2, I was eating various kinds of food. On this episode, it's hot dogs. Mostly because of this current episode we're going to be reviewing first, which is called The Annual Dog. Also just because I needed something for the last episode. My only fear is that I just pulled these out of the microwave and I'm going to burn my mouth on them while I'm talking, and it's going to get real bad real fast. Cheese is alright. I'll go with it. So we are going to be ranking and reviewing episodes 15 and 16. The last two episodes that were made of this podcast, as far as I can find, as far as I know, because my Halloween special, which was filmed, at least it was posted last Halloween, I don't remember what day it was filmed, but they also posted an episode that day as well, which I just watched for this episode now. So, lots of exciting things today. Our final episode where we actually discuss the podcast. New things from the podcast we haven't seen yet. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but all this food that I've been eating for each episode, this is my breakfast. It's like 3:30. I started filming maybe at like 1 for this particular bit. I also filmed for about an hour or two for the opening of episode 1. If you didn't see that, please go see it. I put a lot of effort into it. I don't remember how much I spent on props, but it was more than I wanted to. My budget for this season was 0, and by that I mean I just bought a bunch of things for this episode, specifically like the food and like most of the props for the opening of episode 1. Now a few things I have lying around already, but I had to buy something to cover the you'll see. It was quite interesting to say the least, how that turned out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to try to figure out how to eat a hot dog with a fork. And you get to listen to me talk about episode 15, The Annual Dog. Let's get right into it, shall we? So for episode 15, The Annual Dog, the title was a 9 out of 10. The tea of the day was apricot ginger black tea. The overall topics where Kyan's coworker started watching a podcast. Great time to start watching the podcast, Kyan's coworker. This is the second to last episode, so hope you're caught up by now. Local professional wrestling. Kyan has his own apartment. Marine biology Florida trip. Haley's Floridian gator story. Haley's Floridian shark story. The Beatles. Haley got the tea from Florida. Haley went to Gay Street. This episode of the Spectruminal Trinity podcast was brought to you by viewers like you. Kokomo. Musical albums. Venom. Norma Tenga. I had to put in the pronunciation for that one. I was never going to remember how to pronounce it, unfortunately. Sorry to Norma Tenga, I didn't know how to pronounce your name. Countries and their foods. Sinbad. Cartoon characters. Animated films. Which host is which angry bird? Haley's tongue is snake-like. Goofy from Mickey Mouse. Sorry, let me get that again. Goofy from Mickey Mouse! Hick! Kyan's hot dog eating contest hypothetical. Kyan's coworker eating hot dogs. There is no spectruminal viewing. Speaking of which, I meant to do this last episode, but I have some statistics for you before I even get into ranking this episode. So for those of you who are longtime viewers of this podcast, or my review series on this podcast, you'll remember that Gavin used to do a supernatural segment, where we would talk about some kind of supernatural creature or phenomenon. Well, he hasn't done one of those since episode 9, and Kyan, who had brought up a new segment to do called In a World, he hasn't done one of those since episode 10. I just figured I'd throw that in here, just so I cleared the air on that. But besides that, let's get back into what we all came here for. The statistics. Kyan is a 5 out of 10. Gavin is a 7 out of 10. Haley the Tea Miser is a 7 out of 10. I laughed 4 times, I counted 119 swear words, and the rank I'm giving this is a B tier. Now then, on to the funniest moment of episode 15 of the Spectruminal Trinitea podcast. Straight shot of mustard. Oh my god, that's disgusting.
So?
I think that partially gave me an eating disorder.
And the host looks at the crowd and he goes, "Are you guys ready?" And they erupt again for another solid minute.
I'm getting very hungry at this point. I'm going,
Yeah,
these fuckers better shut up!
You are starving, yeah. And he goes, "Lift that platter!" And he starts a little chant.
What a crazy fucking thing to shout.
And in sync, all 8 people standing in front, all 8 competitors lift the platter. And there it is, revealed. The dog.
Is it a live dog?
They go in... No. That'd be ridiculous.
I was waiting for you to say a revolver.
No.
Fire.
The host then recaps the rules for anybody who wasn't paying attention or didn't read the flyers. He goes, "All right, in 2 minutes," that's when they're going to start the timer. They go, "In 2 minutes."
God damn it! Fucking...
We're going to start this timer.
For fuck's sake! I need my cash and I need it now!
No, you'll get disqualified.
And 2 minutes after that, we're gonna set a 4-minute timer
They're testing your patience.
to open a popcorn bag that I can cook for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That really got me. That was good. In 2 minutes, we're going to start that timer.
God damn it. I'm so pissed. I'm getting actually hungry right now.
And they're going to consume what the average highest amount of hot dogs is.
So for episode 16, the final episode, as of now, I'm going with the assumption it's the last episode they've ever filmed. Their Halloween special, even. For the rest. The title of the final episode, I couldn't do anything less than a 10 out of 10. The tea of the day is oolong with rose tips and ashwagandha. I'm hoping I said ashwagandha right. If I didn't, I'm probably going to be roasted for it in the comments. The overall topics are Gavin's bathroom, cum or cum, microwave hot dogs, which my hot dogs were actually cooked in the oven. I was planning on just boiling them, but I didn't get around to actually making the hot dogs. That credit goes to someone else. Thank you for making the hot dogs, by the way. I really appreciate it. Mickey Mouse lore, which, surprisingly, I learned something. Ironic, because I know a guy who's possessed by the mouse himself, but we don't talk about that. Drinking tea. This episode, like I said previously, is the Halloween special. Vampire Diaries. Kyan explains the plot of Vampire Diaries. Debating if the vampire is a PDF file. If you know, you know. Discussing where Kyan is in the series. The gay werewolf character. I don't remember what his name was. That's what they kept calling him, so I'm going with it. 9/11. Helen Keller flies a plane. Dylan mentioned specifically about making an edit of where the hosts cut each other off, and I'm not gonna do that. It took me 9 months to just sit down, watch the episodes, and rank them and review them like I'm doing right now. I'm not going through at least 16 hours of footage to make a fan cam edit. Maybe one day when I'm feeling extra time to just sit down and waste like an entire day of my life, I'll sit down and make a special compilation. It will be 3 hours long. It will be 3 hours long. I guarantee. If this is a thing they want done, it will be ending up 3 hours long. Vampy PDF file discussion resumes. Once again, if you know, you know. Becoming a vampire in the Vampire Diaries. Becoming a vampire at 60. Vampire Diaries versus Riverdale. Some woman's forehead vein. Haley's work story. Haley's power outage story. Haley's work story continued. Haley's cat. The Until Dawn remaster. Haley's controller troubles. Baldur's Gate. You Would. Black Clover. The Vampire Diaries makes a comeback. The Vampire Diaries, by the way, is what the majority of the episode is spent talking about, if you couldn't tell. Kyan's Spectruminal viewing, the very last. Jump rope magic system. Kyan discusses the viewing. Onward. The magic system in Onward. Now, it's only right of me to do what I did here in the ranking, because I haven't gone back and checked if any of them have gotten a 10 out of 10 before, but for this episode, the final episode, Kyan is a 10 out of 10. Gavin is a 10 out of 10. Haley the T-Miser is a 10 out of 10. I laughed 3 times. I counted 157 swear words, and I gave this an S tier. For it being the last episode, of course. I figured it deserved it. Now then, time for the funniest moment of the final episode of Spectruminal Trinity podcast. Enjoy.
Since, it's all about your, Grey's Anatomy fan fiction or whatever.
Yeah, it was some.
Grey's Anatomy's
50 Shades of Grey.
I was
Sorry.
like, 50 Shades of Grey is fan fiction of Twilight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was the other way
No.
around.
No.
Okay.
And it happened because of 9/11.
What do you mean? There's a lot that happened because of 9/11.
I know,
okay?
So
but-
much happened because of 9/11.
The author of
I was
Twilight-
conceived.
I can't bring a gun on a plane.
It's true.
I mean, I don't know.
I can't fly a plane. I can't get in the cockpit anymore. And
The
then
cockpit.
the cockpit. And I can't lockpick my way inside the cockpit and just see the, have the guy go, hey, take her for a spin. It used to happen. It's what
All
they
the
do.
time.
They do it with a fucking blind and deaf woman.
No, she just knew how to fly a plane.
No,
Gavin.
she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She didn't take off, okay? It wasn't like she was none of that happened.
You know, it's funny because her publicist, I don't know, I think it was you, was like, oh yeah, maybe it wasn't you. This was just like Helen Keller later went on and was like, yeah, that was a bad publicity stunt. That's all it was. It was just for publicity. She just didn't. There was no other reason besides it's probably someone in the book she definitely didn't.
Oh, yeah.
She definitely wrote.
It's a good publicity stunt. Everyone now thinks about her and going why would they let that dumb bitch fly that plane?
I'll never forget
Dumb,
back
deaf,
in
and blind.
high school.
Always
We had
bumping
that
into
sub,
shit.
and I was
Sounded
like
a hag from Evil Dead.
I was like, yeah, she flew a plane. He goes, no, she didn't. I'm like, there's video of it.
There's not video of it.
Yes, there is.
Shut the
She
fuck
flew a
up. There's
plane.
video.
Yes, there's fucking proof. She flew a plane.
You know how they had the first film of whatever was of a train coming at them and they ran out of the building. That would 2 times that with Helen Keller
You
on
must
the plane.
understand that I believe that Helen Keller flew a plane more than most people believe that the moon landing happened, and that is astonishing to me.
Because it was fake.
Helen Keller flying the plane? There's video of it.
There's
the
not
moon!
video.
Yes, there
There's
is.
always film. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yes, sorry. There's film of it.
But
Fucking semantic ass over
there
here.
was some guy going in the cockpit.
Yeah.
So
And on the
anyway,
ground.
the bullshit that's been going on since the beginning of my tea break.
Is he a pedophile?
Yes.
So this is why I've always been. This is the thing I've thought about is
Once again, we're doing the podcast ranking over here for brevity, and so I can do the thing while I'm doing this simultaneously. Now then, episode 15 was a B tier. I'm gonna say that's lined up. It's not. I can tell already. But episode 16, the finale, safely at the top of S tier. Now, once again, I'm going to go and change all this real quick and make sure it's all nice and pretty. And I'll cut back when it's done. Wow, that was horrendous. I'm glad I fixed that. But there you go. There is the definitive tier list. Every episode ranked, every episode reviewed. I'm sad that it's over. Well, on to the outro. Now then, I have half a hot dog left, so it's time for the outro. Now then, over these 8 episodes that I've filmed, where I've ranked, reviewed, watched every episode of the Spectruminal Trinitea podcast, I've been doing it with little to no input from anyone. I've just sat down, watched the episodes, and I have then reviewed and ranked them, summarized them, posted it to YouTube. And now, in order to make a finale, I need your help. You see, I can only do so much without audience participation for the finale. I mean, sure, I can post a bunch of bar graphs and various formulaic things that count each and every single quantitative measure per episode and show that off as a complete spectrum of different rankings and reviewings simultaneously. But that's not a very exciting finale, I'd imagine. So I need your help. I need you to comment down below any questions you might have about the podcast itself, my ranking and reviewing episodes, my series of ranking and reviewing the podcast, any comments you might have, a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff that no one would really see other than the finale. You know, just anything I can do to make this finale better. But I need your help. I need you to tell me what you want. So if I get like 30 comments about, hey, where'd you get this cloak? I'll probably put the Amazon listing in the description. Spoiler alert, it's from Amazon. Which I am 95% sure, by the way, that this whole shebang is the same thing that the hosts got from the Spectruminal Trinitea podcast. I didn't ask. Obviously, I kind of just showed up one day wearing a robe, but, you know, it's fine. But yeah, this is the last episode I can do where I rank and review any episodes of the podcast. Because there's only 16 episodes, and this is episode 8. I no longer have anything to react or review to. So again, I need help from the community to post any comments, questions, concerns, anything you have about the podcast you wish to voice out and have read out during the finale. Go right ahead, just put it below. I'll also be making a similar post to TikTok where I ask people to ask questions and comments. Hell, you can even ask me to reach out to the hosts and see if they would want to do a one-on-one interview with me. Again, I don't know if that would actually work, but I'm offering it. I'll try my best. Can't make any promises. I am not in frequent contact with any of the hosts, I fear. But yeah, other than that, that is the end of this episode. So thank you for watching. I hope you had a great day. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I will see you when I see you next. Bye-bye.